In the last video, we just got finished beating the San Antonio Spurs to start the December outcome. We in the month of December, 98-94 was the score. Our team is currently standing at number 1 in the Eastern Conference. We are getting it done. I'm liking what my team is doing. We're starting off slow and we're still at the top of the conference. So imagine what we're going to do when we hit our stride. Last time I showed you our finances, we were below. Now we are actually making profit. The team is on an uprise. We made the finals last year. We're making money. Paul George is actually selling jerseys. He's 23rd in the league. We're going to have to try and get him higher than that. The boy needs to go down in history as one of the greatest small forwards. That's the whole objective of this MyGM. So basically, we are going to sim straight to the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break is one of the hardest times in the season. So we're going to start off this simulation by playing the Philadelphia 76ers with Jahlil Okafor and Greg Bryant, the number 2 overall pick. The 76ers are a terrible team. They're low in the Eastern Conference. They ain't got no signs of showing any life. And Paul George could not get right in the fourth quarter. There was nothing Paul George can do. And Ben McLemore, what more can I say about the kid? He has been amazing since we picked him up. I love everything he's brought to the team. There's not a defender that can stay in front of him. Anybody try to play Ben Mackey one-on-one, he's taking him to the rim flawless. The boy, if he wants to go to the rim, he's going to the rim. I love him. I love him. I love him. We beat the 76ers 97-91. That was obvious. Jahlil Okafor, 27 points. The man Jahlil Okafor is amazing. He's amazing. I love Jahlil, what he is doing for that 76ers organization. They found themselves a star, and he is keeping up his promise. And now we're going to show you the standings again. Not for the Eastern Conference, but for the Western Conference. The Oklahoma City Thunder are 22-2, 10-0 on the road. And we are playing them at home. So you know what that means? They're on the road and they have not lost on the road. So it's going to be Kevin Durant versus Paul George. Kevin Durant is honestly the best small forward in the league right now. So let's see what my man Paul can do. Paul George come out on go. He is not playing with these boys. We're wearing our hickory. I forgot what they call this. They're not hickory. I don't know what they call. But Paul George come out in fuego. There's not a play that Durant could stay in front of him. Durant was just getting destroyed. Durant were not giving him points on the other end. Paul George was just straight attacking him. But Durant wasn't scoring, but everybody else on the Thunder was. So we could not get a lead throughout this whole game. They were destroying my Pacers without Kevin Durant having a strong scoring position. Like, this how you can know the Thunder are in another level, because they don't even need Kevin Durant to go off for them to have a great game. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook did not go off, but they were keeping us at bay through the whole game. 90-83 was the score. Wait, actually I'm lying. I'll show you later in the calendar that wasn't actually the score. I guess when I play the game and it changes, I don't know. I don't understand how that changes the score. I don't know. But these stats right here really don't match the number in the game. Like, how could it be 90-83 if everybody got these inflated numbers? So I don't understand what's going on. But basically, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant did not go off, but we still lost like 128. I don't understand how the score got like that. But anyway, the game is weird. The next important matchup we got is against the Warriors, which is on December 23rd. And this is a finals rematch. As we all know, finals rematches happen on Christmas. It's 2 days before Christmas on this game. And look at the matchups on this day. They have the Spurs versus the Hornets, Bucks versus the Thunder, the finals rematch. Like, there's just a bunch of like random games. And let me see what's actually playing on Christmas. Celtics versus Sixers, Suns versus the Grizzlies, Nuggets, Thunder. Like, 2K really doesn't accurately do the Christmas games. I never paid that any attention until now, but it doesn't matter. We're playing the Warriors. This is a finals rematch. We take that game against the Nets, but we lose to the Celtics, and that got me scared coming into us. If we can't beat the Celtics, what makes us think we're gonna beat the Warriors? I don't know. Our team must not have been focused. Because definitely even coming into this game, we weren't focused. We get down 20 immediately. Like, are you serious? 20? Are we not putting up a fight? This is why we got swept. We just cannot handle the Warriors. So I'm trying to see exactly where my team is breaking down, because we need to get over this hump that is the Warriors. We trying to be the best team in the NBA, not only the Eastern Conference. So I look a little bit into detail. I'm like, feed the post. Why am I telling my team to feed the post? We have no post players. Our post center is Miles Turner, and he's only 20. Our other center is Rudy Gobert, and he's a defensive center. So we definitely got down by 20 from feeding the post when we have no post players. So I'm like, okay, we're just going to stop that right now. We're going to cut out feeding the post. We're going to make Paul George our #1 scoring option, Monte Ellis the next scoring option, then Ben McLemore's the scoring option after that, and let's see what happens. Right when I hit go, we instantly start pooping on these Warriors. And feeding the post was the reason we were losing. If this is why I lost the NBA Finals, I'm going to be so mad. I never paid attention to that through the whole thing. So I'm thinking, could we have really gave the Warriors a fight last year? And look, nobody can stay in front of Ben McLemore, not even Stephen Curry. He falls instantly on his behind. And as that being said, nobody can stay in front of Klay Thompson when they're coming off that curl. The Warriors' offense is so amazing, but their defense is lackluster. Stephen Curry could not guard George Hill. George Hill lit him for 30 plus. George Hill snapped in the second half. I'm starting to see that's a tendency with my team. We take off during the third quarter. First half, we come off flat, but that second half, we flip a switch and say we're winning. We're not losing, and I love my team for that. We can flip a switch. The great teams in the NBA can just flip a switch and say, no, we're not losing, and it's looking like we're one of those teams. 105-99 is the score. That's actually the score. I still don't understand what was up with that Thunder game, but Stephen Curry could not get his offense going, but George Hill did, and that's all that matters. We pooped on them boys the whole second half, and we end up pulling out the win. We started scoring when it mattered, and now we're going to fast forward later into the season when we're playing the Warriors again. That game was on December 23rd. This game is on January 16th, so that really wasn't that much of a jump, and I'm getting tongue twisted. So now, as I said, we like to start off slow so they have an early lead. I'm not tripping off this 20-point lead they have here, because we honestly destroyed them last game when they was up by 20 in the first half. So we're just trying to look at what's eating us. Klay Thompson, as usual. We cannot shoot positive. I don't know why we keep shooting below 30% when we're playing the Warriors. We cannot shoot above 30. What is wrong with my team when it comes to the Warriors? They act like they don't know how to score. So I'm like, okay, we're going to cut out the 3-point shots because they're missing. We cannot hit a J, so we're going to get straight to the rim. We're going to take the ball straight to their chest, run an up-tempo offense. And guess what happens? We start breaking down that score, play by play. My team end up losing by 3, but that shows life, that all we need to do is beat the Warriors by attacking them straight in the gut. We need to get straight to the gut of the Warriors. No more jump shots. We're attacking them straight at the body from now on. Next game we got is the Cavaliers. We're overlooking that because they have a terrible record. In the game after the Cavaliers, we have the Hawks, who have a similar record to ours. We're competing with the Hawks for the #1 team in the Eastern Conference. We straight beat the Cavaliers because I don't know what's up with them. They're not getting right. LeBron isn't doing anything, so Durant has to be the best small forward in the league right now because he's carrying his team to the best record in the NBA. So now, we're coming off, we're not playing any games. We're straight smothering all of their important players. We're smothering Korver, we're smothering Danny Green. We're making sure the jump shooters are not an option this game. We're smothering them straight from the rip. So now we're having a back and forth contest, and we don't even start sparking off in the first half as we show with the Warriors. Our team don't hit our stride to the second half. So we got Paul George doing good numbers so far. The team is doing great in the first half. We're up. That's all I'm happy for. We're up, and we don't even start hitting our stride till the second half, so this is looking good. The Warriors is the only team that make us shoot terrible by halftime, and we're doing our greatness. Tim Hardaway Jr. had 14 points at half. He was their main scoring option at the halftime. So my team said we're going to lock in on Tim Hardaway Jr. And if you look at the stats again, Tim Hardaway had 14 leading all scorers, and the boy finishes with 14. We put them clamps on Tim Hardaway, and I honestly think that's what got us this win. As we fast forward a little more into the season, we're at the All-Star break. So now let me break down everything that's going on at the All-Star break. We're the #1 team in the East. We beat the Hawks, as I just showed you. So the only team we're worried about right now is the OKC Thunder, because they honestly have our number. They honestly have our card. They had the whole NBA's card at the moment at 47-7. I'm hoping they're going to slow down after the All-Star break, because this is getting scary. It's looking like there's not a team that's going to get in the way of the Thunder, and I hope that slows down. So we're going to check out the league leaders. James Harden dropping 28 a game, 29 possibly. The boy James Harden is locked in, but his team isn't getting wins. So Kevin Durant is looking like he's going to be the MVP of the season. The MVP race is honestly a toss-up between Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, and they're both on the same team. That's how you know you're on another level, when two of your players are up for the MVP award. Like, the #1 seed is Kevin Durant, and the #2 spot is Russell Westbrook. That's how you know your team is on another level. As of Paul George, he's not even in the top 5 of scoring, and he's our #1 option. I don't know what I can do. There's nothing I actually can do to make Paul George score more, because I can't adjust his tendencies. So all I can hope for is that the boy have a great career. As we look through the Eastern Conference All-Stars, Paul George made the team, nobody else. George Hill actually slid in last year. I was kind of had my fingers crossed that him or Monte could have slid in, or even Rudy Gobert, but nobody slid in. And as you can tell, the Western Conference is leaning more towards the guards. Like, I don't understand. Like, they have a bunch of guards while the Eastern Conference has a bunch of centers. Is that weird? Like, we have a bunch of centers on the East and a bunch of guards on the West, and the dunk contest consists of Andrew Wiggins, Moutier, Jabari, and Mario Hezonja. Three-point contest is Wesley, Eric Gordon, Danny Green, Paul Pierce, Paulie G, and Chandler Parsons. I cannot wait to get into the second half of the season. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.